dear student, welcome back. You are here with me again with new video, and today's video is on Love Spring, written by Anees Jung. And here Anees Jung is representing the grinding poverty of the society. Here in this lesson he is representing two stories of the two profession where the families have engaged themselves, right? So in the first part I have brought some important point of the lesson which will tell you that yes, exactly all these things have been mentioned therein, and these are some basic things and on which we will move on which we will progress on in the lesson, and through this we will be able to give the answer of these questions later in our examinations whenever we need. Okay, जब भी हम इसकी नीड पड़ती है, जरूरत पड़ती है. See, the first one is, sometime I find a open. See, there is a boy who has engaged himself in some petty work, and this work is picking the garbage. And whenever he found garbage, the first of all, putting that garbage into the sack, he tried to scrounge it, tried to find something there, and sometimes he got rupees. या coin कभी मिल जाते हैं. You know, conversation with writer. After some time, he had a great conversation with the writer, and he asked her, why did you do this? And the boy said, that I don't have anything to do, that's why I used to do all these things. And I had to do, मुझे ऐसा करना पड़ता है. Because there is no school nearby, that's why I can't go there. Author here made a false promise to this child that if I make a school, will you come? He said that yes, I will. Right? See, his name, and boys without shoes. This boy who always used to scrounge something from the garbage in hope of getting some coin, etc. तो क्या होता है? His name was Saheb Alam, about which he didn't know what it means. Saheb Alam, Lord of the Universe. Okay, there were some boys who used to stay barefoot. Actually, they said that it is our tradition to stay barefoot. Actually, it was not with all these things that he was mentioning here. It was lack of money. It was just a false pretensions, excuse था, just to hide and to conceal their poverty. Right? Seema Puri and survival there. These were the children, these were the family who used to live at the periphery of Delhi. Which is metaphorically very far away from the reach. What does it mean? See, the Delhi is well known for the civilized society, because there is everything, and it is just a bit out of the areas, थोड़ा से बाहर है उस एरिया के. Metaphorically ये एक ऐसी जगह पे है जो उनकी रीच से, उनकी पहुंच से, वो जो सारी बेसिक फैसिलिटीज है, amenities है, out of their reach. And having been there in the Simapuri का मतलब क्या है कि that they have to collect the garbage and nothing else. So here survival means to collect the garbage and nothing else. And difference in meaning for children and parents. What is the difference? Where is the difference? See, collecting garbage for the parents has some different meaning, while for the children it's a wonder. उनके लिए तो क्योंकि कभी coin मिल गए तो क्या है? It's a wondrous, miraculous for them. Alright? But उनके लिए जीने का सारा है. Parents के लिए. Okay. Interest of Saheb and walking at the tea stall. He used to watch tennis game just behind the fence. Fence gate के पीछे से वो किसी अमीर जादों को टेनिस खेलते हुए देखता है, and he was humming that I like this game, but it was out of his reach. This game was out of his reach, right? So now walking at the stall, and after some time the author and the writer found him walking at the tea stall where he has surrendered himself. And there उसको पूरे दिन भर का खाना मिल जाता था, and the owner and used to give him 800 rupees per month, right? Okay, so no longer his master, but tea stall में work करने के बाद he was feeling under stress. He was in that position that he was no longer a master of his own will, because before this the bag he used to put on his shoulder, it seems very lighter to carry, to lift up. As compared to just that chota sa ek tin ka jo dabba hai, it seems so heavy to carry. Because where's the difference? The difference is that before this, when he has his plastic bag, it was so easy because he is the master of his own will. Freedom thi, liberty thi, but here he has lost all these things. This was here the first story where he has almost lost his optimistic approach to do some good in the life. And the second part, I will let you know. But before this, I will give the answer of this question which comes here in this part. The first one is what? There are 10 questions in all. The list. And your first question is here, what do you know about Saheb? The answer of this question is very simple here. Sahib is a small boy from Bangladesh and he left his home long ago. He does not even remember it. Their homes and fields were swept by many storms. They had nothing to live by, so they left it in search of livelihood. Right? And he now does rag pickings because he has nothing else to do. As far as concerned about his study, he was really very much interested in study. Once narrator asked him, do you want to study? He said that, yes, of course. He wants to go to school, but there is no school in the neighborhood. And if narrator started a school, he would definitely go there. Very interesting things happen here. Narrator made a promise which has no meaning at all. Right? So, the narrator asked Sahib if he would go to school if the narrator made a school in the neighborhood. Sahib said that he would, and a few days later, when he came running to the narrator to ask if his school was ready, at this the narrator felt embarrassed at having made a promise that was not meant. But he consoled himself that such promises are made to him everywhere. Here is very interesting questions in front of you, that what explanation does the author offer for the children not wearing footwear? Right? The narrator has seen many boys walking barefoot in cities and on village roads. They say that it is not because of the lack of money, it is a tradition to stay barefoot. But the real reason is their poverty. To say that it is a tradition is only an attempt or an excuse to explain away their permanent state of poverty. Okay. So, dear student, do you find any similarity and difference in Simapuri of 1971 and the Simapuri of present day? See, the Simapuri is a place on the outer periphery of Delhi. In 1971, it was only a wilderness. Nobody lived here. There was no houses, no huts, and no structure at all. But today, it is not empty. It's full of structures. More than 10,000 people are living here, and all are rag pickers, and they are poor, and they have no facilities of sewage, drainage, and drinking water. 10,000 quarters from Bangladeshi have lived in Simapuri for more than 30 years without an identity. So the question is that what forces them to live here? They are the people who are living here at this area for more than 30 years and they have no permits. But they do have ration cards that enable them to become voters and to buy grain. They live in subhuman conditions. There is no sewerage, no drainage, running water. They live here because food is more important for survival than an identity. They go to bed with full bellies. They earn their bread from garbage. They have a roof over their heads, though leaking. What is Sahib looking for in the garbage dumps? Where is he and where has he come from? Everyone knew that Sahib is looking for gold, money, notes and coin in the garbage dumps. He is in Simapuri on the periphery of Delhi and he has come from Bangladesh and he came here in 1971. What does rag picking mean to the rag pickers of Simapuri? And the question is here that garbage to them is gold. Why does the author say so about the rag pickers? Rag picking has different meaning for children and the elders. For children, it is wrapped in wonder. They sometimes find the rupees, even a 10 rupee note, and there is always a hope of finding more. So they don't stop rag
picking and scrounging it. And for the elder, it is a survival. It gives them money. Garbage to them is gold. It is their daily bread. It is a roof over their head, even if it is leaking. So बच्चों की तो बात ही कुछ और है. Okay. Do you think that Saheb have a dream? If yes, can he realize it? See, Saheb does have a dream and he wants to play tennis. He wants to dress in white like rich tennis players. But this dream is out of his reach, and he is content to watch the game standing behind and outside the club and behind the fence. He cannot even go inside. He's wearing white tennis shoes, although these are discarded shoes of a rich boy and have a hole in one of them. But they look odd with his discolored shirt and shorts. Last and very important question here in this section is that, is Saheb happy working at the tea stall? Saheb is not happy working at the tea stall. Now he is not his own master. He has lost his freedom, his liberty. And nowadays he is working and earning for the owner of the tea shop. And this work seems very heavy to him. He has lost his carefree look. See, when he was a rag picker, he has his own will to do anything, and he was carefree and he was happy. And the steel canister the containing milk that he carries from the milk booth to the tea shop seems heavier than the plastic bag he used to carry then. That's why I can say that he was not happy with it. Right. So, dear student, these were some questions we discussed here. I hope you have enjoyed a lot, and this question will help you. So keep watching, keep sharing, so that this can help other students. Thank you.